And welcome back to Let's Play Super Meat World. This is episode 17, and we are going to head into even more crazy chapters and see what goes on. So as you probably noticed from the last episode, I'm going to be trying to keep these a little bit on the shorter side. I know the older ones were tending to go upwards of like a half an hour. I think that's probably a little bit too much, maybe more than people want to watch. Unless it's all of one chapter, then I will make an exception. But the majority of these are going to be 2, maybe 3 short chapters, or 1 long one and maybe a second shorter one, depending on what goes on. Or if I get really stuck or find something really fantastic, then I guess I will keep you in the loop and play it by ear at that point. What the hell just happened with that? This was strange. Like, these saw blades, they were starting out pretty slow, and then at some point they just start going crazy. I don't know. You get 3 stars for being weird. Squirrel, no! Where am I going? Oh, there's invisible block or break blocks here with a key. Another key up there. That's kind of a tricky jump, except I was doing it wrong. And good for you for using foreground and background tiles on your saw blades and making sure that the rain behind things was actually kept behind things. And not bad looking background, actually, I'll give you that. Decent level, you can have a 3. And please, nobody get too worked up about the ratings I'm giving the levels. The ratings are largely meaningless. The sorting system does not really work hardly at all, so rating the levels is sort of just cosmetic. Unless the level gets like solid 5s, I think it's not really going to make a difference. That was kind of fun. Got a 3. Oops. Didn't know that was going to happen. And as always, if you stand in the center of these, you're pretty much safe. Except when they come back around, then you're not. Or then. So let's see, the timing on this. Just gotta make sure I watch that big guy, and it should be fine. That's not gonna work though. That isn't either. Ugh. I don't know why I tried to go over that. I get really, like, screwed up with these spinning blades sometimes. I don't know what that is, like, I can't see the path through them easily. And I get impatient too, and I want to just be able to start the level and hurry through them, but a lot of times that isn't the way that it works. Something I always try to do in my levels, I always try to time it so whatever crap is going to be in the way, I make sure that it's out of the way as soon as you start. Because nothing's worse than starting the level over and over again and immediately dying again because you just want to hurry up. And it's something to keep in mind, this level was rather designed around the idea of speedrunning mostly. Or at least being, you know, as fast as possible in general. Ugh. Alright. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. This is not that difficult. See, this is one of those things, like, sometimes you just hit a dead end for, like, your logic for how to pathfind through something. Those rocks on the background, they sort of look like nipples, and that's also distracting. That's not gonna work. Back, and down, and through. There we go. Alright, now I got some really tight jumps. Yes. That level sort of pissed me off, but it was really my own fault. Okay. Oh, well, fire on those bricks is probably not the best idea because the hitbox for them is not exactly perfect. As you can see, I was aiming for the edge, and I still get killed by the fire because it overlaps the edge a little bit. So if you go from the bottom left angle on that same jump, you should be okay, but as soon as you get towards the top where the bottom most piece of that fire hits, You will die. So that's pretty frustrating. I could probably play this more the way that it was designed to be played, which is to jump over the fire. I could probably go up the back of this too, yeah. Oops. Oops. There we go. So this would be jump on the back of this block, go up. There's a gap there. Awesome. Oh, portals. What's going to happen to me when I go through this portal? I'm going to shoot out in the other end. No, actually that's not a big deal. But I do have to use this to jump up to the next area, so that could have been disastrous if I didn't do it right. And now I have to go back through this. No! Okay, thankfully I didn't die. Shit. I need to get a corner. There we go. Oh, it's over here. There was like a big maze down at the bottom for some reason. Oh, okay, I guess it's not that big. I'm not sure what the point of that was, just sort of being weird, but that was a strange level, a little bit tough, a little bit frustrating, but only because of those edges. I'll give it a 3 for being more interesting than some. So that's Cork's challenge. Challenge defeated. What's next? Let's do Fight Past. Another 5 level one, that's good. I intend to fight past all of this business. This is an example. Okay, actually it wasn't that bad. I was going to say an example of when the timing is a little bit off kilter, so you have to wait at the beginning of each stage when you die. Also, the blue color of Meat Boy there, although interesting to look at, really sort of obscures him against the background. Which is a little bit tough, and especially if you're watching on YouTube, you're probably not going to be able to see very much of what's going on in the level. So that's that level. Next, we've got Solid Red. Okay, so the color scheme changes at least. And we've got one of those spirally type deals. Like in that level from the end. Thankfully, this one, not too hard, unlike the other one. Oh, we've got spikes. We like spikes. What can we do with these? So far, so good. For some reason, the plain single block aesthetic that he's using for this one doesn't really bother me, because the spikes and, you know, the retro Meat Boy, they seem pretty tuned together. This is going to be a hard jump right here. Nope. This is a surprisingly long level, actually. I could probably find a few shortcuts through it, but I don't think I want to. I'll wait until I get frustrated, if that happens. We're gonna hope it doesn't, though. Oops. Yeah, I could probably just go... Nope, nope, damn it. See, that's why I need to not try and rush and use shortcuts. Pretty sure I can do that, I just need to get off the tippy top of that edge. Not sure why that matters, though, or why I'm continuously dying now trying to do it, when I already know the better way to do it, which is the correct way. Alright, so far so good. And this one, as low as possible, and a small jump will get you through that. And this one I gotta not hit that spike right there, so tiny, tiny jump. And over the last two, you get a 3 for testing my patience slightly, but in a good way. Fuck me. Missiles, go to hell. The author has just lost my sympathy. Missiles are never, almost never, a good idea. I'm the conclusion of now. Who the hell wants to play a level where you just have to find a way through a bunch of missiles? Does anyone enjoy these levels? Anyone out there listening to me, do you enjoy these levels? They seem to come up so often. See that there's just like one more missile launcher hanging out outside of the level, which is probably left over from placing all of those missile launchers. I almost actually won that. And when you quit, or when you save the level actually, it will oftentimes place another one object of whatever it is that you had as your active item. So that's probably what happened there. You get no stars, because fuck rocket launchers. This is very much reminding me of, like, the Kraid boss area of Metroid. Or I should say maybe Super Metroid. I don't know which, both, maybe. Spikes and green blocks, and it needs one of those red eyeball-looking blocks also in there. See, this is sort of a frustrating conundrum because you want to be able to jump as high as humanly possible to get through each of these platforms, but there's a spike at the top, which is fine except for the spikes. If they're not placed perfectly, they'll overlap with the hitbox outside of that edge. As you can see, I keep hitting that spike even though I haven't actually gone over the edge. So you're kind of setting the player up to fail by doing something like that. And these spikes, they're not locked in place unless you hold the tilde key. So you have to actually adjust these manually. They're not set on a tile-by-tile basis. And it will just continue to be frustrating unless you actually go in and tweak those tiles individually. I totally like where this level is going, I'm having trouble with it because of that issue. If the spikes were moved a little bit more to the right edge on the ones where you need to attack from the left edge, that would probably help the issue. See, I keep doing it. I'm not actually hitting the spike at all. I haven't once tried to land on the top of that platform, yet I keep dying. This is frustrating because I just want to jump into dev mode and fix this, and then play the level as it was meant to be played. Wow, this goes on for a while, huh? I can dig it. As long as there's no more spike traps on the tops that are screwing me up. Still going, huh? Ah, fuck you, level, I got you. Alright, you get 3 stars, but fix the top spikes, please. And I did it, I fought past, so that will do it for this episode of Let's Play Super Meat World. Thank you very much for watching, and if you ever want me to check out your level, chapters, whatever, leave me a comment, and in fact, leave me a comment anyway, just letting me know what you think. Alright, thanks very much, guys. Later.